8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. This is the EM Publishing monthly live stream where I'm here. I'm Jessica. I'm the business manager at EM Publishing, and I'm going to talk you through everything that we've got going on at EM Publishing. If you are a supporter of one of our crowdfunders or an online store supporter or supporters anyway, thank you so much for being here, and thank you for letting us make games and give them to you. If you have any questions, please drop them in as we're chatting. This is just going to be an informal half hour where I'm talking through what we're doing, and you can join in and ask any questions. We do these every single month, so we'll be doing them in October and November. I'm going to skip December and give myself a little break. But yes, and those of you that watch this regularly, I am in a different location, which is a little bit more echoey, so apologies if the audio quality is a little off. I'm currently in deepest, darkest South Wales for my sins. But next month I'll be back where I usually am. But anyway, without further ado, we do have an exciting update. If you are a crowdfunder backer, you might have had some updates. You might know about this already. For example, Damien knows everything that I'm going to be talking about. I'm going to be talking about the Void Runners Codex, Split the Horde, Mozart's new bestiary, and all those things. So let me know if you have any questions about any of those things. But I'm just going to dive right in and get involved with everything. If you're watching this afterwards, not live, hi, and you have any questions, you can always get in touch with me by contacting us via the admin inbox, which is up on the screen right now. That'll be me, that replies to you most likely. Or, of course, on the crowdfunding platform that you're using, you can direct message us on there as well. But that email will get to me, and I check them Monday to Friday, UK times, and we'll get back to you within 24 hours is my goal that I achieve most of the time. But anyway, okay, so let's dig into it. So what are we talking about today? So first of all, I'll do shipping and fulfillment. So if you're a backer or supporter, thank you so much. I know you're excited, waiting for things you order, and we are excited to get them to you as well and get them out there. And the two things that we're fulfilling at the moment is the Void Runners Codex and Split the Horde. And I say at the moment because it is like imminent. Today I've been checking your addresses and data and going through and double checking before sending them to the warehouses, because the Split the Horde and Void Runners Codex are now in our Australian warehouse, so that they're there. They passed through customs finally, which is great. They have arrived in the UK, and we're just waiting on confirmation in the US. And we're waiting for them to clear customs and get to the local warehouses there. And as soon as that happens, we're sending them out. We've already been talking with the warehouses about how we're going to pack them, especially the Void Runners Codex, because this is a really big, heavy box set. And so we're concerned about couriers chucking them around pretty much. So we're trying to think how we can best pack them with our manufacturer. We already have the box set already tucked and packaged in a box. So when it comes to you, it will probably be in a bit of a box in a box in a box situation. So be prepared to open many boxes. That's just because that's the best way that we can pack it, keep it snug, and try and stop it getting damaged. Because when you have heavy things, if you drop something heavy, it's more likely to dent and get damaged. So we're working hard to try and get them to you all safe in place. As with any fulfillment, if something does arrive damaged to you, contact us and we'll make it right with you. So don't worry about that. We'll get you sorted. But anyway, so what's the timeline on these? If you haven't seen the Kickstarter update, I've done Kickstarter updates on both of these projects. But pretty much it's going to be, if you're in Australia, it'll be over the next few weeks or early October, you'll be receiving your rewards. And if you're in the UK or US, I'm saying October as a broad month, because sometimes customs clearance takes a few days and sometimes it takes a few weeks. We've got all our paperwork in place and they have everything, but it just depends how busy the ports are, if they decide to randomly stop and inspect something, which they can choose to do. So depending on whether it sails through this week or it doesn't get there till October, that'll just depend on when we fulfill those. But October will be the time. Before we send them out to you, we will do a shipping an address verification from our local warehouse. So if you're in the UK or Europe, that'll be GamesQuest. If you're in the US or Canada, that'll be Quartermaster Logistics. And if you're in Australia, that'll be VR Distribution. So they'll just send you a quick email saying, hey, we're going to send you this to this address. And if that's still the same address, you can just say cool and leave it. If your address has changed or some details are wrong, you can then click the link in that email and let them know the correct details to send it to. So that's your last minute catch, and just to check that everything is right for you there. If you're worried about anything with your shipping, or check that you've got the details, you can go to your BackerKit Pledge Manager and check, and all the details are on there. They're the ones that I have, so you can always check that. If you can't access that, you can, again, always message me. There's the email there. So, if you're worried, if you've moved address and you're not sure which address it is and you can't access your BackerKit Pledge Manager, just send me a quick message there and I'll get back to you, just for your peace of mind. Because I know it's like sometimes when you're managing loads of different crowdfunders and you don't know where anything is. So totally understand that. But yeah, so Split the Horde and the Void Runners Codex on your way to you. And I'm so excited for both of these. If you missed out on these, they will be going on our web store once we've finished fulfillment. And they're also going to be at your friendly local gaming store in both the US and Europe and the UK. I've literally got a meeting with somebody in Europe giving them information about this so they can better have the knowledge to spread it about to people in the local game stores. But it'll be going out to you, the backers, first. So Void Runners Codex takes you a level up and 5e games into space, which is super fun. There's loads of really great stuff in there. I mean, if you backed it, you already know what it is. And then Split the Horde is our first ever board game, and I'm very excited on this. So I kind of led the project on this because board games was my background. I used to own a board game cafe. I used to work in board game manufacturing. So board games is very much my kind of professional background. So I was really excited to do this. And I've got a little video here, actually. I can show you the unboxing. It's just £15 or $20 if you're in the US. I'm really proud of it. And I think you get a huge amount of components and bang for your buck and a lot of gameplay for that price. But if you have a look at this video, this will show you the unboxing so you can see what Split the Horde is if you're not familiar. So that was Split the Horde. So I'm really excited for it, for you to share it. If you missed the crowdfunding campaign, it will be available again at your friendly local gaming store or on our website, which is empublishingrpg.com. So you can pick that up there. I'm really proud of it. The designer Mark Kenobi did a really great job, and the art direction and the art by Emma Tunk is great as well. So I'm really proud of it. It is Split the Horde. You are 5 adventurers. You have a big hoard of treasure in front of you, and you've killed the dragon, and you're now trying to split the horde, funnily enough. So you're gonna kind of negotiate to see, maybe at times even steal bits you want from other people's collections. So you're trying to build a collection of things. There's unique victory points each time you play by different hidden titles, and some are open. So gameplay's really different and replayable. All the treasure cards do different things and sometimes have their own abilities. So it's one of those games that the more you play, the more strategy you see. And it's really good fun. And it's also a reasonably quick game. Plays in about 20 minutes because you play down until you've split the treasure. So in a 5-player game, as you can imagine, you get less turns because it goes down quicker. But in 2 players, you get more rounds because it's just splitting between the 2 of you. So it's a little bit more tactical and it plays very differently. I really love it and I hope you love it too. But that is what we're fulfilling at the moment. So the Void Runners Codex and Split the Horde. coming to you soon. We're also we just finished the crowdfunding campaign for Pets and Sidekicks. This is another project I'm so excited about because I don't know about you, but I very much love having animals and NPCs in the world to make your D&D or Level Up Advanced 5th Edition or Tales of the Valiant games. It makes them feel a little bit more like real life. And if anyone else has become obsessed with Baldur's Gate 3 like me, or if your players have, everyone wants to adopt the dog and the baby owlbear cub. This game lets you do that pretty much. It also gives you stat blocks for NPCs, and the big thing about them is that they level up throughout the game with you. So if you have a little pet cat or something at lower levels, you can level them up and they can become heroic companions, so they can actually stand up with you throughout the game and grow and level up in the same way that your character does. And also there's loads of really cool features for wild shape druids, because I used to play a druid and they wild shaped into a specific shape, which didn't make sense for higher levels, but was the correct vibe for them in terms of roleplay. And the nice thing about that is your wild shape can level up. So if you're like, no, my character always turns into this specific creature because of backstory reasons, that's there now. And there's also loads of other cool player options involving animals for like feats and things like that. So that's Pets and Sidekicks. The crowdfunder has happened, and it fully funded, and it did really well. And we're really pleased with it. I think it was just shy of $100,000 that brought in, which is really nice to see. So thank you. If you missed out on it, no worries, we're doing a Backer Kit Pledge Manager, which is opening this month. I'm literally waiting, maybe over the next few days it will open, but I will do a Kickstarter update on the Kickstarter page to let you know that the Pledge Manager is open. Backers will also get an email from Backer Kit saying, hey, Pledge Manager's open, tell us where you live. It's being printed right now. We've had the files approved. We're literally just doing the final draft. So what happens when we sent the files to the printer a while back, and the printers do a back and forth tweaking, like this image is at 110% black ink and it needs to be 105. So we do this dance where we're like tweaking the files to make sure it comes out correct in print. And our printers are really good at that, and we love their technical knowledge. So we've done that tweaking dance, and now they're like, great, here's the digital proofs, everything's there, what do you think? So we're just scouring through that and checking everything's as we want it to be. They'll then send us a physical printed proof, so that'll be our last check. So we'll look through and check we're happy with it, and then it'll fully go to print. So we're on/ahead of schedule with Pets and Sidekicks at the moment, which says touching word. So we should be getting them out to backers. If you missed the campaign and you want to pick up the Pledge Manager, you will be able to do that. It'll be open in September through to October. So you'll be able to pick up a copy if you missed out on the campaign. That's not a problem at all. If you go to Kickstarter and check out Pets and Sidekicks, once the Backer Kit Pledge Manager is up, I'll put a link at the button at the top that says late pledge. So if you've missed it, it'll be on there. If you're already a backer, you'll just get an email and you'll be notified. You'll be in the know. So that is that happening. And I believe that is February fulfillment, she says, very uncertainly, not having a notes in front of her. But I believe we will have them with backers in the new year. And I'm super excited for this book. It's one I'm personally going to get a lot of use of, and I really love it. And I hope you all do as well. But that's our fulfillments. That's what's going on. Next, what is going on with What's Old is New. So for those of you that don't know What's Old is New, it's a crunchy D6 dice pool system. It has a life path, character creation as part of it. This was made by Russ Morris, who you all know if you know EM Publishing and EM World. And the system was made, I think it's almost 10 years old now. I say uncertainly. But this is the Bestiary. So it's very much a toolkit orientated system. So you have 3 different genres. You have, in fact, I'm explaining it to you. I have a video that will explain to you what's going on. How about I do that? Let me show you the video. Hang on. So instead of me rambling, that is the What Sold is New bestiary. So yeah, we're now made a bestiary for the system, which has over 250 NPCs and monsters and creatures in, and it goes across all 3 genres. Now, some of them are quite adaptable. Like if you have a guard, you can easily adapt them for, like, if you have a fantasy medieval guard or like a modern day or a sci-fi one, so they're quite easy to edit. And what I really like about this book is the last 2 chapters. Chapter 4 is about customizing any characters. It talks you through how to do that. So because a lot of people that use the What Sold is New systems, they're quite creative GMs that have their own world and know what content they want to make, and they're looking for a toolkit system that can support that. And this is what Sold is New does really well, in my opinion. And so we wanted to make sure that you had further tools to create your own content for your games in here. So chapter 4 is customizing any of these. So if you've got any of these and you want to tweak it for your setting because you've got, I don't know, a unique world or a unique thing that you're doing with your game, that's there for you to do that. And if you have something really out there that isn't covered by the 250 options plus that we have in the book, then chapter 5 talks you through building from scratch. So if you have a specific idea, because if you have like, I know some people have really far out alien worlds and things they've created with their own ideas about the biology and the creatures that are there. Yeah, great. This is how you build your own from scratch. So that's there in chapter 5. And Russ has laid it out really simply, actually. So it's reasonably foolproof. Even someone like me can make one. So I found it really useful in this book. So that is there as a resource. If you're new to What Sold is New and you want to try it out, we have a really great starter box set, which is just £25, which is $30, I believe. Check the conversion rate today. And that has like a brief summary of the rules, loads of pre-made characters, 3 adventures, 1 for each genre, tokens, maps, everything you need to kind of give it a go, and some D6 dice. So if you're looking to jump in and try it, that will be there. So I have a question about What Sold is New. Is there a blank version of the stat block that's been used since the starter set? Included a blank version of the stat block. Do you mean like character sheets or for monsters? The monsters are laid out in the same style as they were in the, so this is the book, isn't it pretty? They got the same kind of layout as they do in the starter box set. In terms of a blank one, I believe in the sections 4 and 5, they should be set out there to explain for you how to create them, if that's what you mean. But if I'm misunderstanding your question, please retype it in there. But also we are including virtual VTT tokens for whatever platform you like to, whichever VTT you want to use. We've got them available as well, which are included in the prices there. So if you're looking to jump in and give What Sold is New a try, we've got some really nice bundles of everything. And yeah, I'm really pleased with how it looks. We're currently tweaking the PDF right now, because if you're used to backing our crowdfunders, you know we give you the PDF the same day the campaign ends. The campaign launched Tuesday. This week it funded in 6 minutes, which is really exciting. So thank you so much for your support with that. But yes, so yeah, we got that is available and out there now. And on the 16th of October is when we will give you the PDFs for that. So it'll all be written. So we're just doing the final proofread of it as we speak. I think we had one piece of art missing that needed tweaking that we're just doing this week. But yeah, it's pretty much good to go. So our plans for this, for the bestiary, is to do this. It's a really big book, by the way. It's like 350 pages, which is bigger than we thought. So it's going to be a meaty tome. Some bludgeoning damage if you used it as an improvised weapon. But yeah, so our plan for this is to be a print-on-demand book. However, our minimum print order, we need 300. So if we can get 300 copies, we'll do it as an offset print run, and that'll be at no extra cost if you've pledged. So we will upgrade for free everyone to an offset print run version of this book. We're about 30% of the way to that stretch goal already, just a few days in, which is really exciting. So hopefully by the end of the month on the 16th, we will reach that goal and we'll be able to do this as a nice offset print run. We printed in the same place and the same quality as all our Level Up Advanced 5th edition books. So that will be there. We also have another stretch goal for our core books. If we can reach 300 of those sold across the campaign, then we will do a new cover art for the core books. It'll be the same content. So if you already have the books, like, maybe not for you. But if you're jumping in new, we'll do a new cover that will match the bestiary style cover instead of the original core ones that already exist. But that's if we reach 300 on the stretch goals, and both the stretch goals are tracked on the Kickstarter page. And you can go to the Kickstarter page. There's a link in the comments there where you can go down and click through and have a look there. And I'd love it if you could back and support. We also have loads of digital options and pledge tiers as well if you wanted to try out the system. I really love What's Old is New as our D6 dice pool system. It's got a good amount of crunch to it, so it has a good lot of support for GMs. And I also, in TTRPGs, it's really nice making something that's not D&D. And I know, like, we love Dungeons and Dragons, we make 5e content, we do Level Up Advanced 5th edition, which is really like a love letter to that system and just like enhancing and changing that. But I do think there's like so many amazing systems out there in the tabletop RPG space. They don't always get the time and love they have. So if you're at all interested in that, take a look at What's Old is New. There's jump in. There's a really nice starter set option bundle, which is £65 for the bestiary book and also the starter box set, which will get you started with everything you need there. And I think the bundle where you can get the 3 core books and the bestiary, I think that's like 130 or something. She's saying I could actually have a look, couldn't I? I could click through and have a look and tell you exactly what's going on and look like a professional. But there's a bundle of 4 books which you get, which if you're new to What's Old is New, this will be everything you need. And it's a really good deal because we've done a really nice bundle on that. There's a limited number of these because this is how many physical copies we have left in the warehouse. Because let me just check. 120. The Feldrake collection is £120, and it is the 3 core rule books, so one for new, one for now, one for old, and also the bestiary. And the bestiary on its own is 50. So you get basically all 3 core books for £70 there, which is a really good bundle deal. We have a limited amount left on there. I think we have about 60, so there's still some there, so you can go grab them. But yeah, so that's a really nice bundle deal to jump in if you're interested in trying that. But yeah, that's what we're doing right now. So that's what's taking up a lot of my time and energy running this Kickstarter campaign. If you like it, I'd love it if you could share the campaign or back and support it, because that would be a really good help for us. Would love that. But that is What's Old is New, which I'm really proud of. I'm really excited to get out for you, with you. If you are one of the Kickstarter supporters, thank you so much for backing the campaign. It's really exciting to see it get funded in 6 minutes. Yeah, we're really excited to get it out to you on the 16th of October when the PDF will get to you. But yeah, so that is What's Old is New. So what is next in 2025? There's not much left of 2025 because we are in September now. However, we are still doing things. So we have the What's Old is New bestiary out. We also have Alpha Star magazine. So this magazine is ready to go. If you haven't heard of it, this is our Void Runners Codex new quarterly magazine. So if you know Insider Magazine, which is our monthly 5th edition magazine, and we also have the Gate Pass Gazette, which is our monthly Level Up Advanced 5th edition, which I don't have a link for because I'm professional. I'll just put the Level Up campaign there. That we have monthly magazines for both Level Up Advanced 5th edition and for 5e. We had some requests for the Void Runners Codex because, well, we obviously launched that and people are interested in that having ongoing support. So we're trying a quarterly magazine. The way we'll be doing that is via BackerKit. So I have the BackerKit link right here. I'll post that in the chat so you can just click through. So we're using BackerKit for this instead of Kickstarter because we're trying it out. We're trying new things, seeing what we like. And if you follow that page, you'll be notified when it launches. So BackerKit will be for the Void Runners Codex magazine called Alpha Star. It's already done. It's made. It's laid out. Everything's been written for it. We were just waiting until we fulfilled the Void Runners Codex box sets, which is happening end of this month and in October. And once those have been sent out, we'll launch the Alpha Star magazine. So if you just got all your box sets and you're looking through and you're getting ready to take your 5e games to space, here's some more content for you. If this goes well, we'll go forward planning on doing this as a quarterly magazine, and it'll go out really quick. So we're planning on making it a print on demand. This also means this gets us around any issues with like tariffs and shipping and things, because if you're in the US, we'll distribute drive-through RPG print on demand, so that means it'll be printed in the USA, so you'll have domestic shipping, so you won't have to worry about that. And it'll be printed in the UK as well for people in the UK, etc. And that means we can get it out really quickly. Like I say, it's already all laid out and already set up, so we'll be able to send this out PDFs the day the Kickstarter campaign comes out, and we'll probably have the Purge Manager open for about a month or so to get your addresses in, and then we'll send them out really quickly. So this will be a really quick turnaround on this magazine. So yeah, I'm really excited to bring that out. Russ is being the editor for this one and is overseeing it because sci-fi is his thing that he loves, and so he's overseeing this. So the Void Runners Codex is really kind of his baby. But yeah, anyway, so Alpha Star Magazine will be coming to BackerKit next. So I'd love it if you could follow that, and that will be launching in October when we finish fulfillment of the Void Runners Codex. Level Up Gateway. Also, so one thing we're working on for Level Up now is getting the digital tool sets in place for it. So we've got our online character builder, which is available for free for you to use. It is an open beta, so it is being built suddenly, and that's levelupgateway.com. So at the moment, our plan is to take all the character classes on the roadmap up to level 20, and we have a whole bunch of them done. If you go to levelup5e.com or to levelupgateway.com, you can see links for the monthly update for September to see what character classes we have done up to level 20. All of them were done up to level 10 as the first goalpost, and all of them are up to level 20. And when I say all of them, I mean all of the ones in the Adventurer's Guide, because for now, and as long as the site is up and available, the Adventurer's Guide characters will be available for free for you to build and make, because we want this to be an open tool that you can always use. We are going to likely have a kind of paid version of the site which contains content from all the other Level Up books. I haven't got the pricing model for that because we're still discussing what that should be and what that should look like. We do need to have some sort of paid service of this just so we can maintain it. So because it costs us money to host the servers and pay for all the coding and everything like that. But there will always be a free version of this for the Adventurer's Guide version. So if you're looking to onboard your players onto this, if they're used to using D&D Beyond and don't like using pen and paper character creation, this is that tool for you. So if you check out levelupgateway.com, and on the Gateway site on the front page is a news site telling you about the roadmap and how far we are with it. If you do see anything weird on the site, it is an open beta, so there's a button to report to us and tell us, and that is so helpful because you guys using it are likely to run into issues faster than we have when we're testing it ourselves. So that would be really helpful if you could help with that. So thank you so much. So that's what we're doing with Level Up. An image if you haven't seen it, but you can go on and anybody can make a character and make a site thing on there. We also have a 5e book we're going to crowdfund. We're going to try and squeeze it in the end of this year. I'm going to see if we can get that out. I don't know if we've announced this. I'm just going to announce it. I don't know if we're allowed to. So it's going to be an Enchanted Trinkets and Magic Items book for 5e. Now, if you are an Insider Magazine backer, you will have the PDF of all these articles and all these things already. But we're collating them into a big hardcover book of all the items. I went through. There's absolutely loads of them, and I had to make the appendices in order to kind of categorize all the things, because some of them are, you have spell books and magic tomes, and then some of them is apparel, you have some jewelry. There's a whole load of quills and pens that do magic stuff, which I didn't know had made. That's a subcategory all in itself. And there's transport, and there's little bits of weapons, and there's loads of fun puzzle boxes and things like that. So these are some really cool magic items to inject into your game to give it a bit of flavor and give it a bit of fun. It's not going to be something that unbalances your game and it's the big power sword of ultimate weapon that unbalances everything. It's not that. But yeah, this is going to be Enchanted Trinkets 3, and it's going to be a big bumper book. I think it's going to need to be a hardcover based on the size of it, but that will be coming out later this year. We are working on it at the moment, so I'm hoping to bring it to crowdfunding this year, but it may be early next year. We shall see. I don't know if I was meant to announce that, but I have now. So what are they going to do? Shoot me? I doubt it. Anyway, so that's what we've got coming in 2025. In 2026, we'll be doing all the kind of things that you would expect. We'll be having the Gate Pass because they're annual coming out. We have a project plan for Level Up Advanced 5th edition, which we haven't announced yet, and I know we haven't announced, so I'm not going to announce what that is. But maybe in October or November, I can steal Russ, get him to come on the monthly update, and we can do an overview of what we've got planned for 2026, because we're having some ideas that we're just finalizing and getting together in-house So maybe I'll share that with you next month. But for this month, the main thing I want to share with you is the What's Oldest New Bestiary. That's the big thing that I'm excited about. I wanted to share with you. So if you click through and give that your support, I would absolutely love that. And if you're a Kickstarter supporter waiting for your rewards, thank you so much for your support. We couldn't make games without you. I'm just really grateful that we get to do this and make games all the time. But that's all I have for this month. So thank you for sticking around with me rambling for the last half hour. If you want to catch up with the week's tabletop RPG news, myself, Russ, and PJ will be wherever you're watching this tomorrow, 2 p.m. British time, which is 9 a.m. Eastern. I will go through the week's tabletop news. So wherever you're watching that, you can come and watch this and join us there. So if you have any questions about the week's news in tabletop RPG, not just what we do at EM Publishing, that'll be the place to go. But for now, I'm going to say thank you so much and goodbye. I hope you have a good evening / afternoon, depending on where you are in the world. I'm going to head off because it's almost 9 p.m. here in the UK. So thank you very much and good night. Bye.